Welcome to Faith in 5, a weekly video devotional designed to discuss practical spiritual concepts in 5 minutes or less. I'm your host, Mark Vandella. I've recently started a new diet, and it's really a health lifestyle decision. It's trying to eat healthier, and admittedly, I could stand to lose a few pounds. And in this diet, actually, I've had great results. I've lost a lot of pounds pretty quick. But one of the things that technically or typically usually happens with us when we're doing things like diets or exercise is that we overestimate what we can accomplish in a short period of time. And we underestimate what we can accomplish in a long term. See, with diets, a lot of times we didn't necessarily achieve our results in a month or in a week or whatever, and we just say it's not working. Or even if we realize it's not working, we jump off of the diet or the fitness plan that we're on. But if we were to consistently stay on that plan for long term, we would experience way better benefits. And so what I'm trying to do right now is just establish habits that are healthier so that in 10 years I'm healthier, not necessarily all about, instant weight loss or feeling better in those ways. See, we're wrapping up our series on the 10-second rule based on Claire DeGraff's book. And in it, he talks about 5 principles, and today we're on the 5th principle. He admits that when it comes to our faith, and when it comes to the 10-second principle, God is not asking us to do dramatic, huge decisions based on our ability to be obedient. All that God is asking from us is small, simple steps, small acts of simple obedience, which over time start to add up. Claire references the movie What About Bob in his book. And What About Bob is a great classic Bill Murray movie where Bill Murray's character Bob is just grounded in his home. He can't leave. He's homebound because he cannot, the whole world, everything about his world overwhelms him. And so he can't see the steps from A to B to C to D. He sees it all together and all jumbled up. And he goes to see a psychiatrist, and his psychiatrist gives him a book called Baby Steps. And in the Baby Steps concept, he explains to Bill Murray's character, he says, all you need to do, you don't need to know what happens from when you leave the house till the time you get home. You just need to know what's next. You need to know that you need to take baby steps from your couch to your door, and from your door to the hallway. And he says as he coaches Bill Murray in his office, he says, baby steps to the office, baby steps to the hallway, baby steps onto the elevator. And Claire says that this is how the 10-second principle works. That as we begin, and as a result of this series, and hopefully you go grab that book and read it, as a result of this book and this principle, that we don't have to change everything at once. And typically when we do, it's not lasting change. That's why I intentionally did a 6-week series, because I hope over the 6 weeks that you've engaged this principle so that over time we can continue to do small, simple steps of obedience that leads us down this path towards more connectedness with God, more meaning. See, in 1 Timothy 4:7-8, the Bible says to train yourselves to be godly. It even goes on to use the same concept of losing weight and physical fitness. It says physical training is good, but training for God is much better. This training for God promises the benefits that impact our life here and our life to come. And so if you're feeling like the whole point of this series and the whole point of this book is to kind of shake us out of the routine, as Claire describes faith life that may have become beige, that if you want to experience the results of dramatic, drastic change in your life and your faith and your engagement with God, it's actually the result of small, simple steps along the way. So that we can continue to impact, and over the course, we can continue to change our lives and have impact. So that over the course of a year, what would it look like? Over the course of 10 years, what might that look like? So as you go through this week and you live out your faith journey, continue to engage the 10-second principle. The 10-second principle, according to Claire DeGraff, is that we would respond to the things that we're reasonably certain Jesus has asked us to do, and that we do that within the first 10 seconds. It's similar to the 10-second rule where food hits the ground and you want to pick it up as fast as possible. And after 10 seconds, it's gone, right? We can't eat it. It's no good. The same with these prompts and these nudges that we get from God. That after 10 seconds, we've moved on. We're to the next step. So this week, as you continue to engage this, think through the ways that you can just continue to take small steps, small, simple steps of obedience to continue to improve and make changes and impact in your life, in your faith journey that will have lasting impact, not only on this, in this life, but the life to come.